Shall we start?
Yes.
Okay, so let's start with number 1. Kindly read.
From this list of numbers, write down a multiple of 8. 32.
Okay, so that's correct. Next.
A square number, 36.
Okay, that is also correct.
A prime number, 37.
Okay. Now let's proceed to number 2.
The diagram shows a cuboid. Calculate the volume of the cuboid. So the formula is volume is equals to length times height times height, which is 8 times 4 times 6.5, which is 208 centimeter cube.
Okay, that's correct. Let's proceed. Number 3.
Triangle ABC is isosceles. Angle ABC is 32 degrees and AB is equals to AC. Find angle BAC. So angle B angle ABC is 32 degrees, and therefore that makes angle ACB 32 degrees as well, since it's an isosceles triangle.
So what is your answer?
116 degrees.
Okay, that's correct. So in here, you know that the base angles are also congruent. So if angle B is 32 degrees, so it follows that angle C is also 32 degrees, right?
Yes.
Okay, so to get the measurement of angle A, then angle A is equals to 180 minus 2 times 32. Correct, Jesselyn?
Yes.
And that gives you 116 degrees. Okay, let's proceed with number 4.
A train journey takes 5 hours and 54 minutes. The journey starts at 9:15 a.m. Find the time that the journey ends. 15:09.
So how did you arrive with your answer?
I add, since this is 24-hour time, I add 5 and 9, which is 14, and 54 and 15, which is 69, and
then
I add 1 more hour, so it became 15:09.
okay, so if you answered 15:09 using the 24-hour time or 24-hour format, then that's correct. So suppose you answer in a different way. For example, you answered 3:09 p.m. So your answer will still be correct. Do you understand?
Okay. Yes.
Proceed. Letter B.
The average speed of the train for this journey is 80 km per hour. Calculate the distance traveled. So the average speed is 80. The time is 5 hours and 54 minutes.
Wait. The average speed is how much? 80 meters
80
per...
kilometers per hour.
Yeah, correct. And then?
The time is 5 hours and 54 minutes. I'll have to convert that to fraction form. So 5/54 over 60, which is 5/9/10 in simplest form. So the distance is equivalent to 80 times 5/9/10, which is 472 kilometers.
Okay, correct. And then number has a bag containing 8 blue beads and 7 red beads only. So she takes 1 bead out of the bag at random and replaces it. She does this 90 times. So take note that how many red beads are there?
7.
There are 7. And how much is the total?
15.
15. So meaning to say, if you get the probability of getting a red bead, that means 7 all over 15. Correct?
Yes.
So since you will be doing this for 90 times, then 7 times 90 divided by 15. What is 7 times 90 divided by 15?
42.
Okay, so that is the answer.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So are we clear on that? Next, number 6.
Simplify p raised to 2 times p raised to 4, which is p raised to 6.
Okay, so you explain to me the law of exponent that applies to that particular problem. For letter A, p raised to 2 times p raised to 4. So when we multiply expressions having the same base, what do we do with the exponent?
Add
Add
the
the
exponents.
exponent. Okay, so 2 plus 4, that is why you obtain p all over p raised to 6, right? And that's correct.
Yes.
Next, for letter B, whenever we divide expressions having the same base, so what do we do with the exponent?
Subtract it.
Okay, so 15 take away 5, that gives us
M raised to 10.
10. Okay. Now, for letter C, you have there k raised to 3 raised to 5, then an exponent raised to another exponent. Then what do we do with the two exponents?
Multiply it.
Okay, so we multiply it, and that gives us k raised to
15.
Okay, that's correct. Next, we proceed to number 7. Kindly read.
Without using a calculator, work out 3 1/4 minus 2 2/3. You must show
Okay.
all your working and give your answer as a fraction in simplest form.
Okay,
So
explain
we
your
need to make it improper first. So it'll become 13 over 4 minus 8 over 3. Then the denominators have to be the same. So it becomes 39 over 12 minus 32 over 12, which give us 7 over 12.
Okay, that's correct. Next, how about number 8?
The bearing of x from y is 274 degrees. Calculate the bearing of y from x.
Okay, so what is your understanding of this?
Have to make a line
A line. And then?
then calculate the bearing of x from the bearing of y from x.
The bearing of what?
Y
Like
from
x. Okay, so how do you do that? What is your answer?
I don't understand how to do it.
I have explained this to you already, right? From before. Okay, so for number 8, it says there that the bearing of x from y is equals to 274 degrees. And we know very well that bearing is expressed using 3 digits, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, the question is, calculate the bearing of y from x. So, when we say the bearing of x from y, it means to say if we have the Cartesian plane like this, correct?
Yep.
So, our y is at the center, correct?
Mhm.
And the bearing of x from y is 274. So from here, this is 0 degrees. Going here, this is 90 degrees. This is 180. And this is 270, right?
Yes.
So meaning to say, if we are going to calculate for the bearing of y from x, given that the bearing of x from y is 274, so meaning to say, x is here. Correct, Jesseline?
Yes.
Okay, so you calculate the bearing. The bearing is always clockwise direction from your north line. So we always place our n from where we started. Okay?
Yes.
So since the bearing of x from y is equals to 274, now we are asked to solve for the bearing of y from x. So meaning to say, we are going to draw another imaginary line here. Because we are going to calculate the bearing of x, a bearing of y from x, meaning to say this angle. Correct?
Oh,
So,
yes.
do you still remember?
360 minus 274.
And what is that? 360 minus 274, how much?
86 degrees.
Is that correct? Are you sure?
Um,
Are you sure? This will be our north line. Okay. So meaning to say, we need to get this angle here. Correct, Jesseline? Because we know
yes.
that this line is parallel to this line and this angle is alternate with this angle here. Correct?
Yes.
So to get this angle, meaning to say 274 minus 180 degrees. Correct? And how much is that?
Yes. 94 degrees.
Okay, so 94 degrees. So that will be our answer. 94 degrees. Okay? So are we clear?
Okay.
Okay, copy
Yes.
first. Copy.
Sir, if the bearing is only 2 digits, you always have to put 0 in the front, right?
Yes, yes. If the digit is only 2 digits, then you have to place 0.
How about if it's only 1 digit?
Again, you have to place 2 digits before the number. Because bearing has to be in 3-digit numbers, right? So if it is like 5 degrees, then you have to write 005 degrees.
Oh, okay.
Are we clear?
Yes. The area of the sector of a circle with radius 65 millimeter and sector angle 42 degrees. Give your answer in square centimeters. So 15.5 centimeters squared.
Wait for a while, Jocelyn. Okay, so calculate the area of the sector of the circle with radius 65 millimeter and sector angle 72 degrees, right? So we apply the formula.
Pi r squared.
Pi r squared. Are you sure? The sector angle all over 360 times pi times the square of the radius, right?
Yes.
Okay, so your final answer would be?
15.5 centimeters squared.
Okay, that's correct. Next, we proceed to number 10.
A solid cylinder has radius 3 centimeter and height 4.5 centimeter. Calculate the total surface area of the cylinder. So the formula would be surface area is equals to 2 pi r times r plus height.
Is that the formula?
Yes.
The formula for surface area of a cylinder is 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h.
But I remember like the paper, I think you gave me the paper or someone gave me a paper that lists all the surface area formula of the shapes.
You see, you do not know already what I just actually read. Okay, Jesseline, the formula really for getting the surface area of a what? Cylinder, that is equals to 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. Now, where did you get this? So since you know that 2 pi r is actually common to the first and the second term, so we take it out. So that is why 2 pi r times r plus h. Correct? That is
Yes.
why you have this. Can you follow?
Oh, okay.
So do you understand now? So do not tell me
Yes.
that the formula is 2 pi r times the quantity r plus h, because that is not the formula. The formula is 2 pi r square plus 2 pi r h. So we derive that by factoring, correct? So that to facilitate easier calculation, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So your answer would be
141.4 centimeters squared.
okay. So if you answered 141.4 point. What does it says there? It doesn't says there if it is 2 decimal, right?
Yes.
Okay, so your answer is 141.4 centimeter square, and that's correct. Okay, proceed.
Y is directly proportional to the cube root of x plus 3 when x is 5, y is 2 over 3. So y is equals to k times the cube root of x plus 3. Since y is 2 over 3 and x is 5, it's 2 over 3 is equals to k times the cube root of 5 plus 3, which is 8. So 2 over 3 is equals to 2k, and you have to divide both sides by 2, which is k is equals to 0.33. So find y when x is 24. Y is equals to 0.33 times the cube root of 24 plus 3, which is 3. So y is equals to 1.
Okay, so if I will have it the other way around, so my answer is 1/3, right? And then the value of my y is 1. So usually, if you solve it this way, you need to have always a calculator with you, right?
Yes.
So if you solve for y here, it means to say 1/3 because our k is 0.33. It means to say that the fractional form is 1/3, right?
Yes.
Times the cube root of x plus 3. So 1/3 times the cube root of x plus 3, we know that x is 24. 24 plus 3 will give us 27. So 27, the cube root of 27 is? What is the cube root of
3?
3. So 3 times 1/3, so we cancel out 3. Therefore, you will obtain 1. Correct? But your solution is already correct.
Okay. Sir, I can't see your screen.
Yeah, I did not write anything.
Okay.
Do you want me to write it?
No, it's alright.
It's alright. Next, number 12. Next, number 12.
The total perimeter of a semicircle is 19.02 centimeters. Calculate the radius of the semicircle.
So why is it that you don't have an answer for that number?
I don't know how do you find without the given.
Okay, wait. I'm gonna go to... So it says there that the total perimeter of a semicircle is 19.02 centimeter, right? Calculate the radius of the semicircle. So to give you a better understanding of the problem, always remember this, Jesseline. It will be advisable that you always draw the figure to give you a clearer picture of the problem. So when we say semicircle, it means to say that is just half of a circle, correct?
Yes.
And we know that when we talk about perimeter of a circle, we are referring to circumference. And circumference is 2 pi r. Correct?
Yes.
So since we are just getting the perimeter of a semicircle, so meaning to say from this point going to that point, we have to divide that by 2. So therefore, we will obtain perimeter is equals to pi r. Correct?
Yes.
Okay, so meaning to say, P here is pi r, but it says there calculate the radius, right? For the total perimeter of the semicircle. So this is only the arc. We have to calculate also the diameter. And we know that the diameter is twice your radius. Correct?
Yes.
So to get the total perimeter is equals to pi r plus 2r. Meaning to say, this arc plus twice your radius. Correct? Can you follow?
Wait. Pi r plus 2r.
Yes, because this is r. Correct? This is another r. So, if you get the perimeter, we always add all the corner, right?
Oh, yes.
Okay, can you follow now?
Yes.
Okay. Now, since it says there that the given perimeter is 19.02 cm, so we factor this out. We have r, we have pi plus 2. Correct?
Yes.
So we divide pi plus 2 to both sides. So therefore, r is equals to 19.02 cm all over pi plus 2. So, using your calculator, what you will do is that you have to enter 19.02 all over the quantity of pi plus 2 and then press equal. And you know that pi is, I think, second function, right? Shift and then press exponent, because on top of that is you will have your pi, right?
Yes.
So what is your answer?
3.7 centimeters or 3.69.
Okay, so you will have r is equals to 3.689 or 6.7, right? Okay, kindly
Yes.
copy.
Okay. Sir, why is it for 19.02 centimeter? Why is it
That is
5
given.
plus 2?
No, pi plus 2, because here we factor out r. So first term we have r, for the second term we have 2r, right?
Yes.
So if we factor that out, I'll place it here. Pi r plus 2r. The common factor is r. So pi r divided by r is pi. 2r divided by r is 2. Correct? That is why you have this one here.
Oh, okay.
Correct?
Yes.
Okay. Are we clear now?
Yes.
Okay. So are you done?
Almost.
So what if, Jesselyn, if the given is a quarter circle? What will be your solution?
2 pi r over 4,
Okay, so 2 pi r all over 4.
which is pi r over 2.
Okay, pi r all over 2. And then plus, because it will look like this, right?
Plus r.
Plus r or plus 2r? Because this is the
Oh, yes.
center, this is r. This is the one that you made mention, pi r all over 2, correct? From this point going to that point, right? But you still have
Yes.
2r here. So, you just have to derive again, right? Add.
Yes.
Okay, very good.